actually, because I bought them at the low point and making some money, but I don't have a very high opinion of any Swiss banks. The trend is for wealth management to move more and more to Asia, to Hong Kong and notably Singapore. They're building up Singapore as a private wealth office because if you look at, say, the distribution of super high net worth individuals, we have now more in Asia than in the United States or in the EU. And wealth, in Europe, most of the wealth goes from one pocket to another pocket. Overall, it doesn't increase much. But in Asia, it's increased a lot because we have very thriving industry of corruption. So that creates a lot of wealth. Big wealth.
Good. The other question, which could also be some, like a trigger to the next discussion, is investing into emerging markets through European companies who have large operations. For example, in Eastern Europe, what would you say about that?
Yes, I understand the reasoning. Some people say, okay, I don't want to go and select stocks in emerging economies, so I buy Philip Morris or Johnson and Procter & Gamble and Novartis and Nestle and so forth. That is certainly one way, or you buy luxury good companies like Louis Vuitton or L'Oréal or something like this. But my view is that these companies are already quite expensive and that local companies frequently come up. Just as an example, Red Bull originally comes from Thailand. It's hard to believe, but basically it's a Thai family. They had a formula to make an energy drink. Makes you a little bit high. And then they found this partner in Austria and they had a joint venture and they're still a 50% owner. It became one of the richest families in Thailand. And so it became a big brand, Red Bull. And then we have other brands that became very big in Asia, Chinese brands, Huawei, and mobile phone companies and so forth. They have now become very, very big because they can make mobile phones very inexpensively. Or say in Thailand, we have a company, Thai Beverage. They have some kind of a whiskey. It's kind of a mixture between rum and whiskey. Samsung and Mekong, and they have Chang beer. There's an elephant tonic. Has become a very big brand. So we have big brands that have come up, and obviously if you find these brands in Asia, then I think you will make more money than in the big companies that have investments in emerging economies.
Good, thank you.
And also these companies in Asia or in Latin America, frequently they will be taken over by the large groups.
So the opportunities really are there. Good, I have a few more questions here. They are big, so I will save them to the end because that's going to be a grand finish when I ask the last one.
Okay.
Though I think the mix of whiskey and rum sounds a bit strange, but that's another story. We can talk about that later then.
About the headache.
That's only one of the problems. That's a later problem. Hey, let's see the votes. You cast eli äänestyksen tulos. Eli tuo epätietoisuus tai C, kuten hyvin tuossa Tuomas tulkitsi, niin Itä-Euroopan maiden keskinäinen kehitys erkaantuu voimakkaasti. Eli toisistaan, eli selvästi yli puolet näistä äänistä.
Hyvä vastaus.
Hyvä vastaus, hei. Ja sitten meillä on tässä tosiaan paneelikeskustelu alkamassa. Marc Faberin kuulittekin jo, you heard Mr. Marc Faber here earlier. He's the first of our panelists. We also here Kirsten Lomach, Senior Economist, Deutsche Bundesbank. Willkommen. Ja Olga Karpasova, Portfolio Manager, Danske Capitalin. Teiltä omasta takarista.
Kyllä näin.
Se on hyvä. Someone from the house. Olga. Okay.
Tässä taitaa myöskin joku videotarjolla.
Laitetaan se pyörivä esiin ja sitä paneeli käyntiin.